Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your man Lash, and you know how we do. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please endeavor to do so. I came across some videos and they are really scary, horrifying videos. They've been giving me goosebumps. So I decided to compile them and share them with you. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
This is why the ocean freaks me out way more than space ever will. So back in the 1970s, that's very important, the 1970s, the Navy had put down an acoustic sensor device, and this went all throughout the bottom of the ocean. Its initial purpose before this project really got going was for them to map out the ocean floor and to be able to detect submarines and things like that. Now, this came out from someone in the Navy whose responsibility was to monitor the sensors on this. They were detecting underwater submersible type objects that were traveling at thousands of miles per hour, which wasn't possible at the time. This happened in the 70s. Said that on top of this, they had detected many structures underwater that were active and that the Navy needed to stay clear of because they didn't fully understand what it was. How does the Navy not understand what it is? And this is a report from someone from the Navy in the 1970s. So much of our ocean has been left undiscovered. Maybe there's a reason why. But a lot of people think that this is a bunch of hoo-ha and it's just a legend. Let me know what you think and come over here if you want some of my long-form content.
The creepiest thing caught on camera.
Dylan. What in the world? Dylan, what are you doing? Dylan, stop. Dylan, stop. Dylan, stop! Ah! Stop! Right now. Stop. What is going on in here? Dylan, I don't know. Dylan, please stop. Please. Just listen. Please.
This is fuck. The name Pinocchio, it's actually two words put together. The first one is pin, right? Pinocchio. Pine actually refers to the pineal gland. Pineal gland is in charge of your consciousness. That's literally the gland in your brain. Occhio, you know what that stands for?
What?
In ancient Latin, occhio actually translates to eye. Pinocchio together, they're referring to the third eye. Now listen, Pinocchio was a puppet. He wanted to become a real boy. But how does he become a real boy? What happens when he lies?
He grows.
He becomes a puppet again.
He smokes, right?
He smokes, he drinks alcohol.
Yeah.
All of those things, they lead him down a road that leads him to becoming a puppet again. There's other themes in it too, like being influenced by bad people. In real life, if you keep doing the wrong things to yourself, following the wrong habits, you become a what? A puppet. Third eye, becoming a puppet. The elites work us like a puppet.
I have an update regarding the time traveler that went into my shed and disappeared. And this is gonna blow a lot of people's minds. And if you're still denying that this is real at this point, this is gonna change your mind. So just a quick recap. This guy walks around my backyard, goes to my shed, opens the door, goes inside, and disappears. Called the cops came, they went in the shed twice. He wasn't in there. I looked like an insane guy. The cops were like, what is this guy smoking? And you can see he never came back until the next day right here. Notification on my camera that there's somebody in my backyard, and this guy leaves my shed. And he looks right at the camera too. That guy left my shed. But here's the craziest part. This looks like the same guy, maybe, glasses, whatever. Let's look at the other guy. This was the other guy. He noticeably aged. Looks like the same guy, but aged. So him again, and now him. Same facial features, whiter hair. So I don't even know what to think at this point. Somebody explain this. He literally left the same shed. You saw the camera I put before. There was no movement that whole night. Then the next day, this guy leaves the shed, looks right at the camera like he knows, and he looks noticeably older. I don't know, something's going on. Somebody explain what's going on in my shed. I'll be going there in about a week to give a tour. since a lot of people are asking.
Yo, what do you guys think about this video? I find it very fascinating, but who knows? There might be a time traveler for real. You know, you never can tell.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't even know what to think. Did he time travel? Is this a different person? Who is this new guy? Is it the same guy? Let me know what you think, because this blew my mind.
I was watching the eclipse, then I saw this.
So you know how Elon Musk always says we are living in a simulation? I want to explain to you what he means by that. The deeper we study the fabric of this universe, the more that physicists are discovering that this universe is literally made up of binary code equation, binary code, the same codes that are used to write Google and browsers on our computer. Guys, this reality is literally made up of zeros and ones, like a video game. This is coming directly from the theoretical physicist Sylvester James Gates Jr. He is very well known for his work in superstring theory, supersymmetry theory, and supergravity theory. This implies we were created with code by someone conscious. And this also implies that what about the video games we create? There is a theory that people in The Sims will actually become sentient in as little as 8 years. What makes you think people can't hack the code? Hence, glitches in the Matrix. Elon Musk, the people who created the Matrix, even people who have near-death experiences all understand this. You are living in a video game.
Okay, so my son and I are driving, and this is what we see in the sky. Like, look at those colors. That is so bright. Like, there's nothing else around. I don't
That a
know
rainbow? I don't know what that is.
where it came from, but it's so bright in colors. So cool.
The boy who disappeared after explaining this.
That this folder is a dimensional plane. Now, assuming that it is no height and no depth, what would this mean? It would mean that it's a one-dimensional world. So if an organism was living inside of it, it would only be able to move in a linear path forward and backwards in a straight line. Now, if we go to the second dimension, we have two dimensions. We have width and we have length. So hypothetically, if an organism lived inside of here, then it would be able to move up, down, left, right, and anywhere else in between. And a two-dimensional world is comprised of an infinite series of one-dimensional worlds stacked upon each other. Just as our three-dimensional world, which has depth and length and height, is comprised of an infinite series of two-dimensional worlds. So now that I've stacked many folders upon each other, we have three dimensions. We have depth, we have length, and we have width. Now what happens if you keep going on from here on out? We would have a four-dimensional world.
That's crazy.
Folks, we got another reptilian shapeshifter caught on live TV.
Man, what kind of teeth is that? That is not a human being's teeth at all. Damn. You know, all these shapeshifters and stuff, you know, you never can tell. I believe they're amongst us, you know. I believe they're amongst us, shapeshifters and reptilians and all these kind of creatures, you know. I believe they're among us, you know.
Like, look at those teeth! This man's evil. I don't know who he is, he's evil. Want more proof that lizard people or reptilians are real? Check out this video, link in bio.
Ever heard about the Mona Lisa theory?
I feel like I've heard theories, but tell me.
There's a theory that the Mona Lisa isn't actually a painting of a woman, it's a painting of a man.
Oh, I've heard that.
It's a painting of Leonardo da Vinci's friend and supposed lover.
But he kept it a secret.
He kept it a secret. Yeah, they did like infrared scans of Leonardo's work painting his friend Salai. right?
Okay.
That's his friend,
So
supposedly.
they look like twins, basically, but one's a girl, one's a boy.
Salai would always dress as a woman, like for fun.
For fun.
For fun, he would dress as a woman. So supposedly, those paintings of Salai before, they look very similar to the Mona Lisa. I'll put it up both.
I would say, like, as someone who likes to do art, that's definitely a believable theory.
Right?
Because, like, when I, like, I'm exposing myself now.
Go.
Whenever I had, like, a crush or
Wait, so they've had us believe that the Mona Lisa painting was a female all this while. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just finding this out now makes me rethink everything again.
something, like, my pieces, whether it was on purpose or not on purpose, would look somewhat like my crush. Or, like, I'd use, like, certain birthmarks or, like, beauty spots.
Hi, my name's Jasper. I use they pronouns.
Hi, my name is Liana. I use they demon pronouns.
This video is how to use our pronouns. So Liana uses they them pronouns and demon pronouns. So the first sentence would be, Liana is my partner, they are cute, and I am theirs. I love them very much, and I hope they love themselves too. For the demon pronouns, it would be, Liana is my partner, Deem is cute, and I belong to Deem.
What the hell is going on in this world, man? How can you introduce yourself as a demon? How can you consider or see yourself to be a demon? It doesn't make any sense. What's going on in the world today? Everybody's just trying to be unrealistic, you know? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I love Demon very much, and I hope Deem loves Demon's self too. Then interchanging the two would be, Liana is my partner, they are cute, and I am Deem's. I love Demon very much, and I hope they love Demon's self too.
What the heck is that in the water? Is that a crocodile or some kind of creature? I don't know. I'm trying to get the view. Whatever that creature is, must have been scary to this guy, because just watching it alone from here, it's really giving me goosebumps. And I realized that this creature was reacting to the torchlight or flashlight that the guy had. You know, maybe they don't like the lights on their faces. I don't know why, but good thing he survived it. Why will you be going fishing at night? Doesn't make any sense.
So you know that they just discovered a massive ocean beneath the Earth's crust, right? Listen carefully, right? Because the theory at the end makes a bit of sense. Scientists literally just discovered an ocean 430 miles beneath the Earth's surface. Basically, they went down 430 miles in the ocean and found an ocean inside the ocean. Does this mean the Agartha theory is real? The Agartha theory says that there is a legendary city residing in the Earth's core. Because think about it, how can you find another ocean inside the ocean? Everything you knew about the oceans is wrong. The scientists said that you could take all three of our oceans, Atlantic, Pacific, and the Indian, and put them together. And this new ocean is still 3 times bigger. This is what you're probably thinking. So they got to the bottom of the ocean, and then the water ended. But in reality, they find another ocean. This raises so many questions. How do you go 430 miles beneath the ocean? Does the water stop at some point? And if there is water beneath the oceans, could that mean there is land beneath the surface? Some people link this with the theory about the flood from the Bible, like where did all that water go?
Terrifying moments caught on camera.
小松頼むぞ、保持してくれ。しっかり自分保持しろ。捕まる。捕まっとかないとどうなるかわかんない。10メーターだな。うわ。これ第2弾来るからな。
What is going on?
放送してくれ、第2弾来るからな。
The water level, you know.
まもなく第4波到達。まもなく第4波到達。70度、火事中央。さっきよりでかいわ。
高架長スピードアップして。
全身20度。
上限全身20度。ちょっと次のは
第4波まで2枚入れ。
はい。
次今ので3です。
This makes me question everything about the ocean.
Why doesn't anyone talk about this? Scientists have just discovered a gigantic ocean 430 miles beneath the Earth's surface. Let me break this down for you. They went down 430 miles in the ocean and found an ocean inside the ocean. Does this mean the Agartha theory is real? Just a quick recap. The Agartha theory is that there is a legendary city said to reside in the Earth's core. Because think about it, how can you find another ocean inside the ocean? Everything you knew about the oceans is wrong. The scientists said that you could take all three of our oceans, Atlantic, Pacific, and the Indian, and put them together, and this new ocean is still 3 times bigger. This is what you're probably thinking. So they got to the bottom of the ocean, and then the water ended, but they then find another ocean. This raises a few questions. How do you go 430 miles beneath the ocean? Does the water stop at some point? And now we get to the craziest part. And if there is water beneath the oceans, could that mean there is land beneath the surface?
That's a question for us to ask. You know, I would love to get the answer to that question. But for now, no idea.
Commander Jared Isaacman now emerging
Copy,
from...
Review Test Matrix 1, watching from the nose cone.
Yo, most of these billionaires are planning to leave Earth. What is going to happen to Earth? What is about to happen to Earth? Most of them are flying to space. Most of them are trying to get a property in space, or space in space. I don't know how to put it. But what is going to happen to Earth? You know, if everybody's trying to leave, if these billionaires are trying to leave Earth to go to space, what is about to happen? Well, I don't want to be left in the dark. So if you have any idea of what's going to be happen, leave me a comment, you know?
Can you imagine that 36,000 years ago, according to mainstream, we were like hunter-gatherers just trying to find scraps on the ground and scavenging to eat, trying to, you know, group hunt mammoths and all this kind of crazy stuff, and living out of caves and everything else. And at the same time that's all supposed to be going on. This is being written, right? So let me ask you this question based on bare bones logic. If you're living in a civilization where your main goal of the day is to survive and just find some type of food and shelter, do you have time to write these kind of works of art? Do you have time to understand quantum physics? Quantum mechanics, theoretical physics, philosophy, frequencies, and vibrations? Do you have time for that? So something ain't adding up. Either some people came here with some real knowledge, or they don't want us to know that. These people came here with the real knowledge because they don't teach you this in school. So like it's either all an ultra-advanced ancient civilization or some non-Earth beings.
Yeah, there's so many knowledge that we're not taught in schools, you know? So many knowledge that we needed in our daily survivals now as adults that we were not taught in schools. So if it's about knowledge not being taught in school and they're hidden from us, I think that's very true. That's very true.
that is literally the only explanation for it.
This is fuck. The name Pinocchio, it's actually two words put together. The first one is pin, right? Pinocchio. Pine actually refers to the pineal gland. Pineal gland is in charge of your consciousness. That's literally the gland in your brain. Occhio, you know what that stands for?
What?
In ancient Latin, occhio actually translates to eye. Pinocchio together, they're referring to the third eye. Now listen, Pinocchio was a puppet. He wanted to become a real boy. But how does he become a real boy? What happens when he lies?
He grows.
He becomes a puppet again.
He smokes, right?
He smokes. He drinks alcohol.
Yeah.
All of those things, they lead him down a road that leads him to becoming a puppet again. There's other themes in it too, like being influenced by bad people. In real life, if you keep doing the wrong things to yourself, following the wrong habits, you become a what? A puppet. Third eye, becoming a puppet. The elites work us like a puppet.
The darkest conspiracy theories. The Teletubbies theory. The theory says that the show is inspired by historic events that happened in a Bulgarian mental facility.
Yeah, some of these cartoon stories are real life stories, like they were inspired by something terrible or tragic that happened in somebody's life, you know, just like the Teletubbies now. You know, and I'm beginning to see how it makes sense, you know. I'm beginning to put the dots together. So let's go.
Each Teletubby is inspired by a kid that was experimented on. Lola was based on a child who had facial disfigurement and had to smile all the time. Tinky Winky was based on a deaf child who was tied to a fence outside and suffered frostbite. Dipsy was inspired by a child who was constantly sick and ended up lying in his own puke. And Pearl was based on a child who fell into fire, which is recognizable why his color is red.
This is why the ocean...
Okay, everyone, that's about it. We've come to the end of this video. It was really nice watching this video with you guys, and I really appreciate the fact that you could stick around to the end of the video. So more videos will be coming to your way very soon, and I'll see you on the next video. I have to go now. Ciao. Bye-bye.